we are back in here, folks, from the break of the number one forum for Bama football news, notes, and information here in my own words. Yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, starting that Monday, that work week off correctly. And before we get into the final topic here, got to remind you of TDAwear.com. That is TDAwear.com. So for all of you fans still overjoyed with the Tide's national championship, we want you to check out our championship collection merch. And that means you grab you an 18 of them things, folks, t-shirt, hoodie, or sweatshirt, as well as our Got 18 We Do shirts. Designs which features all 18 championship years on the back of them. Head over to TDAwear.com. That is TDAwear.com. You go over Championship Collections merch tab, and you get you that merch today. You copy those shirts, showing that support for Coach Saban, the student athletes, the University of Alabama, and us here at TDA. But we look at now the Alabama defensive secondary. From the first day of spring practice, which was on last week, there's a lot of news here coming about this defensive backfield. I've talked about this before. Saban has stockpiled and recruited so much talent in the back five that the question is, can Alabama get a consistent starting 5 to 6, a consistent starting 6 in the rotation, because it's got like 10-plus guys that can play in that defensive backfield, as Saban has stockpiled this talent since 2017. So can it get a consistent starting rotation of 5 to 6 guys in the defensive secondary? So the first piece of big news is Jalyn Armour-Davis, the pride of Mobile. Jalyn Armour-Davis is getting the opportunity to start at cornerback opposite Josh Jobe. This is big here because it's now or never for JAD. This is his chance. This is his moment. This is his opportunity to finally lock down a spot and show why he was such a big deal when he came out of St. Paul's Episcopal High School in Mobile in the 2018 class. Remember, as a 4-star, he came in with Josh Jobe and Patrick Surtain II, and Saban was more so high on Armour-Davis than the other two. No offense to Surtain and Jobe, but Saban looked at Armour-Davis' size at 6'2", 195. He looked at Armour-Davis' size, his length, his quickness, his speed, his ability, his ball skills, his intelligence, and he was like, wow, like, this is a gamer. Like, this is a guy we got to have on the field. And unfortunately, for Armour-Davis, he suffered a serious knee injury. I don't know if it was in the spring or the fall, the summer of 2018, but suffered a knee injury, did not play that entire season, his freshman year. And when that happens, once again, you have recruiting classes that are piled on top of you. So Armour-Davis has to compete against the 2019 DBs and the 2020 DBs and now the 2021 DBs. But much like Xavier Williams, Armour-Davis is digging himself up out of the hole and has put himself in a position to start and be a factor in this defensive secondary as he's getting an opportunity to work at the corner spot opposite Josh Jobe. Can he hold it is the question, because it's now or never for Jalyn Armour-Davis, but he's getting this opportunity. Right behind him, the fun part of this back unit, folks, the two safeties, Jordan Battle and Demarco Helms. You want to talk about the hit, stick, click. You want to talk about some real gorillas. You want to talk about some real thugs in terms of making plays on the football field. These two can hit. These two are studs. These two are going to be real deals. And I feel like Demarco Helms is going to win the starting job at free safety. I think down the stretch of last season, he played his butt off. He played his best football. You go back and you watch that Notre Dame game. Aside from Christian Harris, Demarco Helms was probably the best player on the field in that Notre Dame matchup in the Rose Bowl. I mean, was picking the dirt off the ground. 12 tackles, game high, season high for him. Helms sacked Ian Book, had a tackle for loss, could have and should have had an interception in that matchup, but that's besides the point. Played a marquee virtuoso type of performance. So really excited about Jordan Battle and Demarco Helms. People have talked about Battle being a film junkie. We had Ali Sharif, former Alabama safety, on the show last week. He talked about Battle's size, his physicality, and what he likes about him. But Demarco Helms, that kid, nothing to sneeze at, nothing to be played with there. And then last but not least, Brian Branch with Malachi Moore limited throughout spring. This gives Brian Branch the opportunity to get some work in at star in the nickel package. And this is good. This is good because, I mean, Malachi proved himself last year. He's proven commodity. All we want to see is how can he take it to the next level. But as far as is he proven, he showed it last year as a freshman. Hey, he proved himself. He knows what he's doing out here on the field. But Brian Branch is good also. So here's the opportunity for Branch to see and show what he can do at that nickel spot. Because what this does, it creates so many combinations for Saban in the secondary. It creates so many different situations to where you can get different packages of your best guys on the field. I've even been told, hey, don't give up on Daniel Wright, to which I'm like, I'm not trying to give up on Daniel Wright. I don't want to give up on Daniel Wright. He's kind of a feast or famine guy, but he makes plays. There are moments where he does make plays. So you're hearing don't give up on Daniel Wright. So you're already seeing Coach Saban trying to come up with different packages, different ways, different rotations, if you will, to get his best defensive backs on the field wherever secondary is concerned. But now or never for Jalyn Armour-Davis. Big moment, big spot, big opportunity for him. He has dug his way up. Here's a shot here. Jordan Battle, Demarco Helms making plays already in spring ball. Those two are some big hitters. And then last but not least, Brian Branch in that spot there at that nickel, that star role for Malachi Moore, who's recovering there from bump and bruise, little nick he suffered there in the 2020 campaign. But excited to see once the secondary fully shakes out and we can see where everybody is in relation to where they are on the field position by position. It's going to be really, really fun here, folks. But as always, Bama Nation, you want the best in news, notes, and coverage here on your Crimson Tide. Very simple and easy to get this. You can access it by downloading the Touchdown Alabama Magazine app. You can download it from the iPhone App Store if you're rocking Team Apple, Google Play Store if you got the Android phone. For your audio listening needs, we got you right here. iTunes or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn Radio, Overcast.fm, or iHeartRadio. Got you covered right there. If the good and gracious Lord sees fit, I'll be back on Wednesday, continuing the conversation that is Tide football. Be sure, Bama fans, you can purchase individual copies of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Have those sent to your door. That link in the description. Also, if you're trying to cop the print edition of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, that coming soon, you go to touchdownalabama.com. You click join, become a member, become a subscriber today to touchdownalabama.com, so that way you can get that print copy of the magazine. Also, you can get that 4-finger bling necklace, 4-finger bling jewelry, courtesy of weownthefourthquarter.com. To check that out. That link in the description as well. But until next time, folks, husbands, love your wives. Wives, appreciate, value those husbands. Children, continue doing the right thing, the safe thing, the smart thing, the legitimate thing to not be bored. Get you those 3 hearty meals a day, those 3 great laughs a day. Protect yourself, protect the loved ones around you. Enjoy Alabama men's basketball. Take it on Maryland. Enjoy Pro Day tomorrow for the Crimson Tide in terms of football. Until next time, folks, so long, everybody. Spin in my own words. Thank you for watching Touchdown Alabama Magazine's YouTube channel. To continue to get the best in Alabama football content, subscribe here and turn on your notifications to stay connected with the hottest shows covering your Crimson Tide.